Hi there, welcome back to JD Answers. I'll be showing you a compilation of videos on how to install the rear dash cam wires from the back seat to the trunk. Now with this brake is where we're going to put the wire in between so it goes into the back seat. And again, pretty much everything in the upholstery is just clips. So I'm going to just grab it and push it towards the inside of the vehicle and it should pop out. Let me come on this side. Oh, there it goes. It pops it out. You see how those clips are? And that's where it all comes together and you put it back and forth. Now what I did is just, let me show you again real quick. I just put the wire, drop it in this inside. And what you want to do is put the wire underneath the clips. You don't want it on top of the clip, you want it underneath. That way it makes a clean install. Alright, I'm on the inside. Again, you can see the clip, the wire is underneath, and I'm just simply going to push it back into place. Alright, it's installed. You see the wire here. You go to the outside and it's a clean break. Now for the inside, all we're going to do is route the wire between the upholstery, or the carpet really, and the side mounts of the car. Just pretty much behind the carpet is all we're doing. Again, let's see, around the carpet and it goes to the inside. And again, you can see the clean break here. Let's see, let's put this carpet back. And there you go. You can't even see the wire at all. Go ahead and continue running the wire behind the carpet. So this is the part where if we have slack, this is where we're going to push the wire here to run the slack inside this area. So this is what the area we're going to use. There's a clip right here, so I'm going to use this upholstery remover to take the clip out. And I'll put a link in the description for this product. And you can see how easy that was to remove that. We're going to continue running the wire into the brake here. Let's go ahead and move the seat back up. And from this point, we're going to work our way in there. Now this is loose already, and if it's not, these are all snap-ons. You can just move it and it'll separate. And now it's behind the seat. So what I'm going to do is put all this back. Now what we're going to do is move the seat down. So we're going to grab our wire, put it on the outside for right now, so we can move the seat down. Now if you can move the seat down, great. That's where you're going to go into to route your wires. If not, you have to run them between the trim and the back seat. And there'll be an area behind there where you can work your way into the trunk area. All right, there's the seat down. And that's where we're going to go into to route our wire. Now this piece right here is very loose because this is an older car. But even if yours wasn't, again, these are all snap-ons. You could just remove it. So I'm going to get this seat, push it up a little bit, and I'm going to route the wire in there. I'm just going to push it in there. Then my other hand, work our way to the other side and see if I could get it. But I need more slack before I can do that. So I'm pretty much going to push everything in there as much as I can and go farther as I can. Here it is. And actually I just realized I can move this up because remember, these all snap in and out. It's all in. Now let me show you the inside.
So what I'm going to do is continue running the wire, but I'm going to go underneath this carpet from the back seat. And that way, if we move the seat down like we just did, you're not going to see the cords. So I'm going to push the cords inside. This is inside the trunk area that way. Push the cords underneath the carpet. And let's do a better job of routing this one. There we go. Underneath the carpet. And now we can work our way into the trunk area. All right, so I got the wire here. I'm going to just simply push this down. Push it behind there a little bit and then have the wire come out here. And then what I need to do is clean up this area over here. So I'm going to pull it to get some of the slack out. All right, that means I pull too much when it starts coming down. And then there's some wire down here. Again, we're going to push it behind the carpet and you won't be able to see anything on the inside or the outside.
Now the good thing about this vehicle is that the seat folds down. All right, so this is where we could utilize this area of the vehicle to route the wires. From this point here, we could route the wires between the dark and the lighted C-pillar area in between there, behind the seated area, behind this plastic enclosure, and go inside the trunk area. So that's what we're going to do. Now I do have other installations on vehicles which you can look those up and see if any of the vehicles or obstacles match your vehicle. And I'll put a link on the top for that. Alright, when we get started here, what we want to do is put this wire behind the weather strip. So I'm going to take this off. And we don't need to take the whole thing off. All we need is just the area to route the wire. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to push the wire in between the C-pillar and the frame. Now this is the way it looks between the C-pillar and the frame. And you can see how the wire is hidden in there. And this is the area we're going to go in between to route the wire. So what we do at this point is we're going to go ahead and pull this out. All right. Now what you're going to do is route the wire underneath these enclosures. You don't want to put them on top. You want them tucked in underneath. Okay, before we move on, what we want to do is get the rear wire and disconnect the camera from that wire because we don't need that at the moment. For the camera, we don't need it. We'll put it to the side. Okay, we have all our wire together. And now what we want to do is put it underneath the C-belt. Because when we're working on underneath the C-pillar, we want to make sure the wires are routed correctly. All right, we've got the wires all the way through. Now this wire, we want to make sure it goes under there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go start routing it behind the C-pillar and behind the plate. All right, so this is the area we want to put the wire. So I'm going to go ahead and open it and push the wire behind here. All right, so you can see me pushing in the wire. And what I want to do is really go under the notches. All right, you can see the wire in there. And it's going to go below this enclosure and just all the way back in there. Then once it's in there, I'm going to route it behind this area. Alright, so I have the wire here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it behind this back plate, and with my other hand I'm going to go ahead and grab it from underneath. That way I can start pulling the wire down and behind this plate here. Alright, reaching for it, and I think I got it here. Here it goes. Alright, so now with this wire I could just start pulling the remaining wire. Alright, here I go. Just trying to untangle a little bit, put it behind there. There's one tank, but I could get that later. The main thing is just getting all the wire behind this plate. That way we could go into the trunk. Alright, there it is. Clean install. Okay, I have all the wire where I need it. Now I could go ahead and just push everything back together. When we are at this point, We can now route the wire back this way. But you can see how this part right here, it's not going to allow us to put the wire here. So we got to tuck it in one more time. All right, now we're able to get the wire behind the carpet area. If this video was helpful for you, please like this video because it really helps the channel grow. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and select all notifications because I got more dash cam videos. I got installation, reviews, how to set the settings, and the unboxings. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.